Good evening. Welcome to Vibin with Ashley Live. I'm your host, Ashley Live. This is episode 154. My guest for this evening is the beautiful and talented singer, songwriter, and guitarist, Amanda Belair. So whether she is doing soulful covers on TikTok for her 45,000 followers or debuting her single, What I Like, that came out in February, Amanda is one to watch. And her debut single, What I Like, as I said, came out in February, and the music video is dropping tomorrow. So Amanda's coming on the show to talk about her musical journey. She is going to perform for us, and she will take your questions. So guys, how we doing this evening? How are you? And are you familiar with Amanda? She'll be in here shortly. Have you heard Amanda's debut single? It's called What I Like. And guys, if you haven't heard the single, you have to put it on your playlist, I'm telling you. Hello, good evening. Hi, Ari, how are you? Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
How are you? You put some sparkles on.
I know I put glitter on. I saw your glitter and I was like, I have to.
Yes, anyone that wears glitter is like a friend of mine for life.
Yeah.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. So I just want to hop right into it, just get into this interview portion of the show and talk all about your debut single too.
Fantastic. I'm ready.
Awesome. So it's March, which means it's Women's History Month. So can you tell me about a woman musician that inspires you?
A female musician that inspires me, I would say I love Emily King. I don't know if you've heard her music.
Yep.
I love her personality and her relationship that she has with her fans. Mm-hmm. And I love her music. I love the message that she brings across with her music.
Yeah.
And she inspired me with like songwriting and all of that. So
yeah, she is such an incredible songwriter. Have you seen her live in concert?
Yeah, I saw her at Terminal West in Atlanta. It was my first time seeing her live, and the like feeling in that room was insane. Like her fans absolutely love her. Me being like
Awesome. I think Emily King is such a great pick, and I love Women's History Month because it's like we highlight all these beautiful women in our life, whether they're musicians or family members or friends, and it's really just time to, celebrate girl power.
I agree. I fully agree.
So I want to start at the very beginning of your life. How did music shape your childhood, and what did it mean to you during your formative years?
When I was little, my parents are both musicians. So my mom plays piano, my dad plays drums, and then my mom sings.
Yeah.
And I grew up with my mom singing me to sleep every night. And then, when we were doing anything, there was music playing in my house. Mm-hmm. Or someone was playing an instrument. So I think that just hearing it constantly and then my parents being so passionate kind of created a unique relationship with me and music.
Very cool. So you said your mom sung you songs before you went to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any specific songs that like she sang to you that just hit you and you have a good memory with?
She would actually, it's really funny that you asked that. I've never thought of this before, but she used to make up songs like on the spot and sing them to me. And I think that's funny now with me being like a songwriter. I've never even thought of that before. But they were always little different like jingles that she would make up herself.
And it would just be like on the spot, like, this is what I'm going to sing to you tonight.
Yeah. And they were very cute. They were very cute and funny. Like now I'd be like, oh my God, Mom, please don't sing that in front of people. But like in the moment, it was fun for me because I was little.
But I love that music was such a huge part of your upbringing. So talk to me about like your earliest memory of music.
My earliest memory, my favorite was when my parents would play on the TV. We had like the direct TV type like music channels and stuff.
Yeah.
They would play either those stations or like music festivals, like videos that they had found or live performances of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
I would like sing into my hairbrush and my diaper in the living room. And that's like the one thing that I remember, like the earliest thing that I can remember with music.
Oh,
I was,
I
like,
love
performing.
it though. So when
Yeah.
like show you music videos and or not music videos, but music festivals, and you would just sing along with them.
Yeah, it was like videos of artists performing like live in any way, and I would just, it was my favorite thing ever. I loved like Britney Spears especially, and like the Backstreet Boys.
Yes. Oh, Backstreet Boys. Who was your favorite Backstreet Boy?
My favorite Backstreet Boy was, I think it was Nick when I was little.
Yeah, I feel like everyone loved Nick.
I feel like they did. Yeah,
Like,
he was
the heartthrob.
he knew it too.
Of course, like he knew he was like the leader of that. Like Beyonce and Destiny's Child. Like she knew
Yeah,
she was the main one.
they had like the energy. Yeah.
So I want to talk about when songwriting and the guitar came into your life. So when did that happen?
The guitar came into my life. Came into my life when I think it was 9. When I got my first guitar, and I would sit on YouTube and like watch YouTube videos on how to play my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Or I would like listen to them and try to play along.
Yeah.
And so I played guitar for many years. And then in high school we had like senior projects where you had to like find something that you wanted to create like a career out of and make a big project on it. And I did mine on songwriting because I loved music so much and playing guitar. And I wrote like 3 songs and I recorded them and I like wrote down like the process of all of it. And then I performed them for my senior project.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I want to do this for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I love that your project was songwriting because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, soccer, oh, cooking. And like songwriting is so amazing. So to know that you love it and you gravitate towards it and you want to do a project on it and you're like, I'm obsessed with this. This is what, I'm going to do for the rest of my life. That's so cool.
Thank you. I think it's cool too. It's a cool job.
So what made you pick guitar?
I played piano. My mom always had like a keyboard, or I would play piano when I was at school, or like I was in choir in like church growing up. And I always played like the keys or tried to, and it was so difficult for me to like grab onto. But when I got the guitar, for some reason, it just like clicked and it was a lot easier for me to understand.
Right.
And I feel like rhythmically, with me playing in bars for so many years and playing in restaurants, it was easy for me to be like the one-man band with like the rhythm and it was just perfect for my whole vibe. But yeah.
And a guitar is easier to bring into a bar rather than like a
agreed
word. And I think you need to like do the instrument that speaks to you. And I love that you just gravitated towards guitar. Now you taught yourself to play, but did you ever take like formal lessons?
In college, I only went to college for like a semester and a half because I was like, this is not what I'm going to do. And I'm glad that I made that decision. But in college, I took like a semester of classical guitar, and it was difficult for me because I had taught myself how to play. Right. So when someone actually taught me, he was like, everything you're doing is incorrect. And I was like, what do you mean? So relearning how to do everything the right way, it didn't, I guess, click with my brain. So I've just been playing the way that Amanda taught her. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool because sometimes, like you said, you taught yourself to play. So when your professor was like, oh no, you're doing everything wrong, you're like, but this is how I play.
Yeah, it was hard. And I think one day I'll get to the point where I because I want to learn how to play like electric guitar, and that you have to like know how to play that the right way.
Totally.
But right now I'm comfy, so.
So let's talk about some of your inspirations. I know that Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder are two of your inspirations. Talk to me about those legendary musicians. What about them do you gravitate towards?
I gravitate towards the feeling and the message behind their music. Yep. All of Michael Jackson's music is very either uplifting or like heartwarming to me.
Yep.
when I listen. And they're all like, my whole message as an artist has always been like helping people and the like peace, love, and positivity.
Yeah.
And I feel like Michael Jackson just had so much of that in him, and he expressed it so well through his music.
Right.
And the same with Stevie Wonder, like, and his Stevie Wonder's music is just so intricate and beautiful. And the two of them together is just amazing.
Yeah, I think Michael was more of like a performer. And then when you think of his lyrics, and then Stevie was just all encompassing. Like when you think of his body of work and you're like,
Yeah.
wow, your songs are just next level.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Who would you like to collaborate with?
Who would I like to collaborate with?
Yeah.
I would say one of my absolute favorite artists right now is Yeba.
Mm-hmm.
She is so good, and her voice is insane, and I would love to collab with her one day.
Mm-hmm.
If I get the chance.
You should just shoot your shot
and just message her.
Yeah, why not?
DMs. Hey.
You know what? Why not? And I think with something like TikTok and the evolution of TikTok, and I'm sure, well, you've obviously had a lot of success on TikTok, but when you post certain things and like you tag people and then
sometimes they see it. I've seen that recently.
They do. And I think it's just one of those things where like you just say it aloud and you're like, I want to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
You need to work with me. Here's why. And here's me doing a cover of your song. And here's one of my songs. And like, let's just get into it. And like, you know what I mean? Who cares?
Yeah.
Right?
I think I might have to try it now. I think that with you saying that out loud, that I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, and the thing is, so many like cool videos on TikTok, and I think you have such a loyal fan base. And people like, I know your fans would be like, yes, like they'd be so into it.
I would love that. I'm gonna try it out.
You definitely need to. I feel like if you're gonna shoot your shot, TikTok is the place to do it, because I agree. Musicians that are like, oh my gosh, Tori Kelly saw my video, or this person saw my video, or John Mayer saw my video. And IG, I just don't think has the reach like that. You know what I mean?
They don't. It's not as personal, I feel like, on Instagram. But on TikTok, it's so like the people that like do end up going really viral and like have a loyal fan base, you have to be like yourself, and it can't just be like only trends, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like they're starting to push more authentic content now on there, which is nice.
Yeah, and I think that's important because you can do a couple of the trends, but ultimately you need to be your own person, because people want to know like who you are behind the music and like all this, like, you know what I mean? And I think it's like a really like raw, authentic place. And someone's like, oh my God, I really totally agree with what you just said, Amanda. Like I felt that.
I mean, even I do it. Like when I'm scrolling, I'll find either like an artist or someone creating content, and I'm like, that's hilarious. And then I go and I watch like all of their videos.
Right.
And eventually I'll follow them, and it's just like you have to create it. You have to be yourself basically and create who you are.
Yeah, I think being yourself is so important, because I think sometimes with trends, people are like, oh, I'm gonna do the 7-second trend, right? With like that, like whatever noise it is behind them. And it's like 7 seconds, and it's literally just 7 seconds of them. And it's like, yeah, but like the rest of your content is not good.
Yeah, like if it's only trends, it's like you can watch a million trends on your like For You page and everything while you're scrolling. But it's the people who like incorporate the trends into their own style, and then they also have their own content on there, I think is really
cool. Of course. So, I mean, we're just going to get right into it. So on you have, I believe, I think I checked earlier, it was like 45,000 people follow you.
Yeah.
Amazing. And a lot of your content is music, but then like people are so completely infatuated with your hair, which,
oh my
it's beautiful. It's like luscious and like curly, fun. And I mean, I guess tell me about your journey on TikTok.
I started on TikTok. I was doing like little covers like in my bedroom, and I was playing like, you know, like a Black Eyed Peas song or Justin Timberlake, and they were getting like maybe like 100 views, and it was cool. And I was like, well, this is cool. And then one day I was getting ready for a date that I was going on, and I did my hair, and I had just gotten like new bangs and everything. Mm-hmm. And it literally went viral overnight, and it was like 1 million. And now it's at like, I think 2 million or something like that. It's crazy. And I was like, oh, this is cool. People are following me. Like, I'm going to put my music stuff on there. And I think it's the way the algorithm works, but I have to post more hair than I do music.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, and I'm very grateful for the people that are following me for my hair, but sometimes it's like only the hair videos get up that high. And then the rest of my music stuff is at like 100 views. And I'm like, dang. So I just try to find creative ways to like incorporate my music into the hair videos. So I'm like, my hair's really cool, but hey, please go listen to my new single type thing.
That's crazy. And I think it's one of those things when you talk about TikTok and you're like, yeah, I just did my hair. And then like,
literally,
people love your hair. And I think you need to lean into what people like about you. So like, yes, you're a musician and you're an incredible musician, but people are like completely infatuated with your hair. So you're right. You need to do a little hair, a little music, a little hair, a little music. And then like, you know what I mean? Because I think people respond to what they like. So if, you know, a video has 2 million views, you're like, okay, I guess we're doing more hair content.
Literally. Which I'm fine with. Like, I even wrote like in my little bio, I was like, this page now belongs to my hair, because it was just like insane. Yeah. And I just posted one recently and it started going viral again, and it was just me cutting my hair. I was like, oh my God.
You're like, this is all I had to do was just cut my hair.
Literally just do my hair, but I'm fine with that. Like, if that's all I have to do, like, let's keep going.
Definitely. So have you had like hair products and hair brands reach out to you and be like, oh my gosh, please, you know, push this in your video?
I've had a couple, and I'm kind of talking to them. I just want to make sure that as an artist, I'm getting like, or as a content creator, that I'm getting what I need to. Because I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, this is so cool, and they just kind of like accept like whatever the first thing comes. And I feel like you have to kind of value yourself and know your worth too with that.
Definitely. And of course, when you have like a loyal following and people like love the videos and engage with the videos, you also have to take that into consideration. So whatever you're talking about with them, just bump it up like an additional $200 or $300 and see if they bite, because you don't want to, you know what I mean? Like sometimes they lowball creators and like, that's not cool.
Exactly. I agree. And they do. But we're working hard. We're getting there.
Definitely. So first and foremost, congrats on your debut single.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, it came out in February. It's so funky, soulful, amazing, beautiful.
Thank you.
Talk to us about the past couple of weeks for you.
I have been trying to create like cool new content with it. Like, I like making my own like little videos and like editing photos and stuff, because I'm also like a visual artist.
Yeah.
Like I paint and I edit like photos and stuff like that. So just that, and then literally the amount of love I've received, not only from like my friends and family, but just like everyone that follows me too, is insane. Like I had no idea that it would like this many people would like it this much. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it is phenomenal. And when I was like, oh my gosh, this is how you're coming out the gate with your debut single, like, oh my god, like, because you know, when people put out their debut single, it's like, oh, what is she gonna come out with? But you killed it, like soulful, funky, like in your face, empowerment. Like I absolutely love it. So talk to me about the inspiration behind this song.
So I wrote this song with my producer Dre, which you should go follow him too, Mo Dre, if you guys are watching right now. He's amazing. And I had just gotten out of a relationship and I was in like a rough spot, and he was like, well, let's write something to make you feel like empowered. Yeah. So he was like, what, like I wanted to write something upbeat, but also like, this is what I want in life and I'm gonna go get it. And so we wrote this like cute little like female empowerment, I feel like, song about like who I am, and that I don't need like anything crazy. I just want someone who's like real and authentic, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think that's so important because, right, you were in this, you know, you were in this relationship and then you were kind of out of it. And I think when a relationship ends, you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Like, I'm not going to see this person anymore. I can't talk to this person anymore. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? And you feel that sense of like loneliness and you're like, oh my God, but I miss them, but they're not good for me. Like, where do you go from there? And I think some of the best songs and writing come from that, because
I agree.
Right? Because you're with Dre and you're like, oh my gosh, like, and then he's talking to you and like he kind of like brings you out of this funk and like you just like blossom into this beautiful flower with this song.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean?
I really did though. Like the amount of work that I've done on myself in the past couple of years and the like 360 that I've done creatively with myself is I feel more like me now than I ever have in my life. So I'm super happy that everything happened the way it did.
Yes, and I think yeah, sometimes you got to go through those ebbs and flows of life because of course we all want every day to be like smiling, sunshine, beautiful times. But sometimes I think the most difficult times in our life when we're like at our like rock bottom and we're like, "Oh my God, this totally sucks. I'm crying, I'm angry, whatever." I
Yeah,
think we need to lean into that and be like, "It's happening because of this." And so much beautiful art can be pulled out of that.
I agree.
You know
You
what I mean?
can't have like that creativity blossom if you don't have like the lows where you have time to like dive deep into who you are and what you want.
Yeah, like Adele, like right? Like Adele has
Yes.
so many ups and downs. And like I love that Adele's happy and she's in this beautiful relationship now. But like what songwriting are we gonna get? You know what I mean?
That's also like Rihanna. Like I can't tell you how many tweets I've seen of people being like, "Okay, Rihanna, you know, like I know you're like running everything in the world, but like when's the new album?" And it's funny cuz a lot of her songs were kind of like the female empowerment, like you can't tell me what to do. I'm going to be who I am, like
Yeah.
just like very, yeah.
Yeah, and now it's like she's pregnant, she's in a really great relationship, like this
Literally running a whole company, like
I mean, yeah, like the lingerie and the beauty, and it's like she's running an empire, and like, of course, we all want more Rihanna music.
yeah,
Come on, girl, come up with it. You know what I mean?
literally.
But she's doing her thing. She has a lot of creative things that she's doing.
Yes. And I feel like as an artist, sometimes that can be a little difficult too, because people, especially with social media now, people are like, okay, that was cool. What's next?
I know.
And you have to have that time to like find new music yourself because you're writing it. So
Totally.
it's a weird like balance.
Yeah, because I think sometimes people are like, oh, I need to put out content. I need to come up with a single. It's like, you don't need to, because I think like it needs to come out when it needs to.
Yes.
I think social media is like, oh, you have to post like, you know, 4 videos a day on TikTok, right? You need to post like all these like requirements of like what you need to push on social media and who you are as a person. And it's like, oh my gosh, just let me breathe for a little bit. Like new songs coming out, like it's all good.
Yeah.
Right?
My mom actually told me because it was like I forget when it was. Oh, it was a couple years ago when everything was happening in the world and I was just like I feel so deeply with everything and I was so upset and I was like I need to like put this out and I need to get here so I can have this platform to like help people. And my mom was like you need to like feel your feelings and like go take a nap and like relax because you can't help anyone if you're not yourself and if you don't have time to yourself.
Right. Yeah. And it's that self-care of like, you want to give, and like teach people things. But it's like, you also want to make sure it's kind of like when they say you're on a plane and like the plane is about to crash and like you need to put the oxygen mask on. I know this is like really morbid, but like you have to put the oxygen mask on first to help the person next to you, right? Because if you don't have the oxygen mask and you help the person next to you, like you're going to die.
Yeah.
Right?
You have to put yourself first in a lot of situations because you can't help anyone if you can't help yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think self-care, and especially with COVID, right? Like when this whole world just blew up, right? And we were stuck in like, you can't go here and everything is closed. Like, how do you get through? So how did you get through the pandemic?
I did a lot of like crying and a lot of like I guess soul searching and just I had to stay off of social media a lot actually. I was on it when I needed to be and when I wanted to like post things that could help other people find good resources to help others. Right. But I really had to take a step back because I would sit there and I would scroll and I mean my whole page and I'm sure everyone's at that time was so morbid and like sad and it just like spiraled me, and I would keep going for hours. And then I would be like, why do I feel awful right now?
Yeah.
So I tried to channel that into, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to go outside, or I'm going to write, or I'm going to like focus on like my art or be with my family. And it, I think, helped me form a better relationship with social media in general.
Mm-hmm.
And Joy and I wrote a couple of songs during that time too that expressed our feelings and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's good to know yourself and be like, okay, I'm gonna take a break from social media, whether that's a week, whether that's a month, just like
Yes.
like we always have our phones like in our hands, and we're like, oh, we need to respond to this text, and oh, like somebody, just texted me, and I respond back to them in 30 seconds. It's like, no, I mean, I know that we're all like bored at home, but like you don't need to respond back in 30 seconds. Like it's all good. Like you could put your phone in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you're a human being and you're not a machine. And I've talked about that again with a lot of my artist friends, like, and you talked about it just now with TikTok and everything. Like they expect you to post 4 videos a day, and it's like, you're a human being. You have to spend time with your family and work your job and eat and like sleep. And
Yeah.
you can't do that. And you can't create if you're not living life.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, like, do you batch your content or do you post every day?
Do I what?
Batch your content. Like, is there like one day a week where you're like,
batch.
Yeah, like, do you batch your content? Like, do you like pump out like 8 videos in a day and then like save them in your drafts? Or do you like say, I'm gonna like in this moment today, Monday, I'm gonna film 3 videos? Like, how do you film your content?
It's actually a little chaotic, and I'm trying to get better about it, but it's a combination of the both.
Okay.
So when I know I have something coming up, like my single release and everything, I will do batch content where I go out with my photographer friends and we'll do really cool photo shoots, or I'll create content here or do my hair videos.
Yeah.
But there's also days where I'll like see a really cool video, like sound on TikTok or something, and I'm like, that's hilarious. I'm going to make a video when I get home.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll like go live on TikTok and just sing. So it just kind of is very not structured at all. But that's a lot of my art, to be honest.
Yeah. The reason I ask is because I know people, like one of my girlfriends, she batches her content every Friday. I don't batch. I film every day, but I can be honest with you. Every single day, do I feel like making content? No, but like I just do it, right? And so I think like there's sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to film. I don't want to film. It's like so annoying. But then it's like, do I really want to film 20 videos like on a Saturday?
That's the thing too. Yeah. Right? Like some days I have energy for that. And those are the days where I'm like, okay, well, I have energy, so I'm just going to sit and film like whatever I can. But then there are also days like that where I'm like, that's not happening. I want to go to bed.
I always like to know like how people do it, because I think we all have a way that we do it. And like, yeah, there's days you wake up and you're just like, I am not feeling anything today. Like I just don't be bothered. I don't even want to post anything.
That it's hard. And those are the days where a lot of the times I'll do batch content and I'll save it for a long time. Yeah. And I'll have like just a set aside where I don't post it. And that'll be for those days when I feel like I don't want to post anything. Yeah. And there's some days that I don't post anything because I am a human being.
Yeah. And I think like when you have a massive following like you do, there's people that only post like once a week. And that's fine. But I feel like with some of the smaller creators, or if somebody's like really trying to like get a lot of content, they say 3 to 4 times a day. And you're like, 4 pieces of content? Like today?
Separate creative ones too, and they have to be like super unique too. Like you don't really get like people liking it unless it's like super branded to you specifically.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's just so crazy how TikTok works, but I'm so unbelievably fascinated by it. So what do you like about TikTok?
I like the creativity that I have found, because I found artists that literally make like full movies on TikTok. And this is hilarious, but there was this group of people that got together and they wrote, Ratatouille, like the movie. Yeah. They literally wrote like a play, like a musical for it. And then it literally debuted. Like there was this whole event and writers got together and they literally made like a freaking musical for this Disney movie. And I just think it's crazy how powerful it can be,
Yeah.
because it's not like Instagram where I feel like everything is super like it has to look a certain way, and it's almost not as genuine because it looks like everyone's perfect sometimes.
Yeah.
But on TikTok it's very personal and it's hilarious, the like comedy and art and everything that you find.
Yeah, I think I totally agree with what you said about Instagram because I feel like it's very filtered. It's like, oh, it's a post. I don't see a lot of videos on
Mhm.
Instagram feeds, but then on TikTok, it's like your hair's up, your hair's down, you're in the car, like, you know what I mean? Like just like random, like just is just like what happens in the middle of my day.
Yes, and it's always hilarious for me. My TikTok is so funny, like it's all comedy because I like to laugh.
Yeah, and it's so important because then when you see these videos, you're like, oh, that's really funny. Like I'm gonna make a song about it.
Yeah, exactly. Things like yes, and it helps creatively when I'm constantly seeing other people being creative too.
Hmm. Definitely. So I want to talk about like branding as a musician because I'm all about your vibe. Like your hair
Thank
is
you.
beautiful, like you're genuine, you're down to earth, you're about love and positivity. So why is branding so important as a musician?
Um, I would say I don't really know like why it's important. I know that but I kind of do because I think of the artists that I love like Freddie Mercury and David Bowie, and
Yeah.
like there's this new artist, his name is Wesley Rogers, I believe it is.
Hmm.
And he looks like he like his music sounds like Elton John,
Hmm.
and his whole vibe is very much like a young Elton John.
Yeah.
And I feel like seeing someone like that's super bubbly and bright and colorful and like very unique with their personality can like draw people in.
Right.
So I feel like, but also I've seen people who don't have the colorfulness that I like to create, and
Yeah.
they're still unique. I think it's just people want to see artists that are either like them
Hmm.
or very like different, if that makes sense. It just depends. But like I'm trying to find a way to explain it. Like when I see people that dress the way that I do, I'm like, they're amazing. I want to be their friend. They're
Yeah.
colorful, they're bright. I'm like living out my inner child dreams of like having the coolest, colorful closet ever.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about the thing that I'm doing.
Hmm.
But yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do love it what you're doing because I think it's like it's colorful and it's sparkly and it's genuine, but it's so unique to you. And
Hmm.
it's like you gotta do what feels right for you. Because I think there's some people that like can't pull off sparkles. You know what I mean?
I
Like they
agree.
like awkward and stuff, but like if you're gonna wear color or sparkles or whatever it might be, like you gotta own it and be like, I love it.
Yeah. It's like you know Alicia Keys, like she wears like the pantsuits and she's very like she's always been super tomboyish, but she doesn't wear she did that phase where she literally didn't wear makeup like to the
Right.
Grammys and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like being like super authentically you, I feel like is the most important part as an artist,
Right.
because people want to feel like they can relate to you and they're like your friend almost. Because
Totally.
like your fans kind of are your friends. Like they
Yeah.
love you for who you are. So
Hmm.
being true to that is important.
I completely agree. And when she would go out in public and not wear makeup, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could do that.
Amazing. Speaking of women's, like this whole month and everything, like she literally is so powerful
I
and she
know.
influenced so many great things.
Oh my gosh, I know. When Alicia Keys first came out and she was on the piano and she was just rocking it, and I was like, who is this girl? Where did she come from? Like girl power all the way. And just
Yes.
the amazing songwriting and just stage presence and just the fact that she just authentically is herself.
Yeah. I'm literally reading her book right now. Here, let me grab it.
Oh, how
This
is
one,
it?
I love it. Because
Yeah.
I've always loved her. I put little bookmarks and everything.
Yeah.
I love her and I have for a really long time. And her whole story of where she started is just so like
Yeah.
inspiring for me.
Hmm. Hmm. I love it. How far are you in the book?
I don't get to read a lot because I usually stay up too late making music. I'm
Yeah.
about like halfway through with it right now.
Yeah. But so far you're obsessed with it.
Yes, I love it. I like can't put it down, and that's why I have to put it down sometimes because I'm like I don't want to like read it in one day and then not have
Right.
anything else to read.
Yeah, because I think sometimes when you read too fast, you're like, whoa, wait, I literally just read like 20 pages, like what I just read. But I think
Exactly.
sometimes it's like 5 or 10. is good, because then it's kind of like, then you ingest it and you're like, okay, this was what she was talking about. And then you can like sleep on it.
Yeah. And then you're excited to come back.
Exactly. But yeah, some people that are like, oh, I read for 3 hours. I'm like, first off, I probably
You're like, can you see still? Are your eyes crossed? Because mine are.
Exactly. So the debut single, What I Like, came out a couple weeks ago. You filmed a music video that's coming out tomorrow. Let's talk about it. Talk to me about filming your music video.
So I had no budget originally to make the music video, but I had this cool idea in my head, and I loved like bright, colorful. I saw this picture actually on Pinterest, and it was like the background was blue, and then it was like green and pink on their face on different angles.
Cool.
That would be so cool. And I actually talked to my friend Relum. He's amazing too, and you guys should follow him because he's a fantastic, like, creatively. And I got a bunch of like Party City like tinsel and the little party poppers where you pull the back and it like explodes glitter everywhere. Yeah. And I bought like some fabric from like Hobby Lobby, and we literally went in my garage and we like put boards on all the windows, and we set up this whole set in my garage, and we just filmed. Like, we got these lights that all changed. And it was just amazing. It was like a big party, basically, filming.
In your garage?
Yeah. I was so happy. And it came out so, like, it's so good. It looks so amazing. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So where can we see the music video tomorrow?
It should be up on YouTube at 12 a.m. Eastern Central Time. I'm hoping that it all goes well, you know, technology, but...
Yeah. Hey! So what did you enjoy most about filming the video?
I had all of my best friends with me. Like, I literally had some childhood best friends, some family friends, and like my whole family came together, and my close friends all came together, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna be a part of your video. And some of them had never even like filmed anything before. Yeah. But I was like, I just want to like put really cool outfits on you and glitter on your face, and we're just gonna like have a fun time. And it was literally like a giant party. It was so much fun.
But it was your music video.
Literally, yeah. And it looks so good. And it looks like authentic too. Like the smiles from everyone, like they're actually having like a really good time, and we were cracking up the entire time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see it.
It's so cool. It's so cool. There's this one part where we just took glitter, like confetti, and threw it in the air, and they're like, we did a slow-mo, so they're like laughing and their hands are up, and there's just like glitter coming down. It literally looks like a movie. I'm so excited.
I actually want like someone with glitter to follow me all over the place and
just literally just like throw it over your shoulder.
Like, just as I walk through the grocery store, you know what I mean? Like,
that's
just like
such a good idea.
All around me.
There's actually this brand that I'm trying to get in touch with. They're called BioGlitz, and they make biodegradable glitter. Cool. And they make like full body glitter, like it's all hypoallergenic and everything. And I want to try to partner with them for my next video.
Gosh! You definitely need to partner with them, because then it's like, because you're about glitter, so it's like, if you love it, like you're genuinely gonna say that you love it, like you're not just like
and I want to help the environment, because I know that like with like microplastics and everything, it's very hard to buy anything now that doesn't have something that's bad for the environment in it. So I'm trying to like migrate towards that.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, you're definitely gonna have to tell me about this like glitter partnership when it happens, because like
it's gonna happen.
And give me your discount code, because I know sometimes they're like, oh yeah, go to the website, use my discount code, because then it's like the affiliate marketing thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will. Everyone will get it. I'll post it everywhere.
What's one of your favorite songs to perform, and why?
One of my favorite songs? I'm gonna sing it tonight, but it's called We Are One, and I wrote it. It was so long ago, like in the very beginning of like my songwriting phase. My songwriting journey. It was just the phase. But I feel like it represents what I want to do for the world and with my platform, and it's all about like the peace, love, and positivity type stuff.
Yeah, peace, love, happiness, kindness, all that good stuff.
Yes.
Amazing. So for the beautiful people watching right now, tell them where they can find you on all your social media.
You can find me it's the Amanda Belair on, I believe, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And then I think it's that on TikTok as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can look up Amanda Belair, and I have, I think, 3 songs out right now. One's a cover, and then my new single. And then I have a song that I wrote with Dre called Freedom.
Amazing. And for the people watching right now that are like, I want to support Amanda, what can people do right now to support you on your musical journey?
Honestly, going to my song, my new single, if you just listen to it all the way through with the volume up on Spotify or whatever you use as your streaming platform, and then add it to your playlist, like one of your playlists, like you have no idea how much that helps. And now Spotify can tell the difference if you have your volume up or down, because my mom used to just like play it for hours with the volume down, and they like caught on. Yeah, but that's
like medium volume that counts.
Yeah, any volume up, like, but just as long as it's not like all the way down.
Oh, people used to listen with the volume down just to get like the plays.
Yeah, I had like friends that would like play my song just to like help me get like a few more plays. Like, they would play it at work or whatever they were doing. But if you don't have the volume up, they like know that it's not up. So please turn up your volume.
Oh, I mean, I've listened to your song, well, obviously with the volume up, but
I hope so.
That's crazy that people like just literally have the volume. I did not know that. Thank you for sharing that tidbit.
I didn't either, and I was like, okay, I guess I need to specify now. Please listen with the volume up.
Listen with the volume up, blast it, share it, add it to the playlist. What else could people do?
You can tell your friends to do the same thing, because even just telling one friend, like if a lot of you go and tell one person, that's like double the amount of people.
Exactly.
And also you could follow me on any of my, either my streaming platforms like Apple Music or Spotify, or you can go follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter to keep updated.
Yeah. So talk to us about what's coming up in the next couple months. What's are you doing tour dates, collaborations, new songs? What's up?
I have my first EP is coming out on March 29th, and I have a new song on that EP, and it's called My Show, and it's so good. I'm so excited. It literally is like Earth, Wind, and Fire meets everything good in the world. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so good. And then I also have a show at Eddie's Attic in Atlanta with my friend Cody Matlock, and that's going to be on the 26th of March. And that's going to be my first time performing these songs live, so I'm very excited about that.
Cool. Guys, if you're in the Atlanta area, go see Amanda. Eddie's Attic, March 26th, you said?
Yes.
It's a couple weeks away. These new songs are coming out, and
I know, I'm so excited.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. So, Amanda, that's all the questions I have for you this evening, but you're going to perform for us.
I am.
Yay!
Okay, this first song is called Freedom, and it's actually out everywhere right now, so you can go listen to it. Here we go. Gotta focus our minds and our energy. Future times are in jeopardy, so it seems. Waiting for that signal in the rain. So many parts we must strain to all flow with positivity. One love, one heart. Mr. Molly was so smart. He knew the world would fall apart, so he left us with his heart. And in times like these, after the world begs, Father, please take our pain and defend all our family and friends. We just wanna feel free, yeah. We just wanna feel free. I was always inclined to love with everything deep inside, and no, I've never seen the lines they drew to divide. But thank God for Malcolm and Martin, they fought so we could arrive to a day where hopefully you and I be walking side by side. No hate inside, one love, one heart. Mr. Mind, it was so smart. He knew the world would fall apart. So he left us with his heart. And in times like these, half the world begs by the peace. Take our pain and defend our family and friends. We just want to feel free. Yeah, yeah. We just want to feel free. Well, it's a shame we should all know better. Yeah, but somehow we seem to forget it. 'Cause we're human and we need each other. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ooh, yeah, we just wanna feel free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. We just wanna feel free.
Yes! Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you. I love that song. That was the one that we wrote a couple of years ago.
Awesome. And your next song?
My next song's called We Are One, and it's one of my favorites. I haven't released this one yet, but it's one of my first songs that I wrote that I really, truly like a lot. So I'll play it for y'all. I just want to feel like you. I just want to find my muse. Be creative and let my mind run loose. My infatuation with my future is fabricated. This fascination for freedom. And nobody can dim the light inside me. Nobody can take my words. Just try me. Watch me blossom and break your rules that confine me. Inspire this world to be peaceful just like me. I thought my future would shine on TV. I see that I was wrong, but believe me, I don't need a screen with millions to prove I will succeed. Just gotta find the right people who truly want to be free. Art's an expression, I want to show you how to smile. Really heal your heart, so we can change the world. And while I'm at it, paint you a picture, cause the best is yet to come. Won't stop spreading love until the world sees we are one. Yeah, oh. I've come to understand this game, why we sacrifice and shaming instead of looking with our eyes. Cause though I'm drifting on the surface, there's so much deeper in it worse. In my heart I feel alive. And every morning when I wake, I find time to break and take a look at who I am and who I wanna be. You try to change the way that I think, but I think that you think way too much about me and what I think. Yeah, but I think ooh, that we are all one. Yeah, and I think ooh, that we are all one. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah. This world has its own agenda. It'll try to turn your friends against you. Yeah, this media mediates our lives. But if you take a deep breath in, you try to see it from another end. Well, together we can change the times. And every day you can find grace and make space to create a place of love and peace of mind. We're all on a different wavelength, but our paths cross and we find strength so we can better our lives. Yeah, but I think that we are one. Oh, no, 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 I think that we are one. We're one and the same. We may go by a different name, but we're one and the same. Though our colors and faces may change, but once we realize that the sun will still rise if we change our frame of mind. Yeah, but I think ooh, that we are one. No, 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 no. And I think ooh, that we are one.
Yes! Oh! Amanda, that was beautiful. I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
It's so inspirational and beautiful and uplifting, and we just need more lyrics like that in the world.
Thank you. That means so much. I appreciate you.
Of course, of course. So do you have some time for some questions?
I do.
Awesome. So to my beautiful people in the chat right now, if you have questions for Amanda, please feel free to put them in the comment section below.
Let me know what you want to know.
Yes. What does success mean to you?
Success. Dre actually asked me this one too. Yeah. This was the hardest question that I ever got. Yeah. I feel like success is feeling sound in myself and my art, and realizing and feeling secure that I'm on the right path as an artist, and not worrying about maybe what success might mean in the terms that people, I feel like, create for it. People say that like success is making it in the industry or like being famous. And I think that success is helping people and creating good music and being myself.
So you're a success. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm always successful in my brain.
Oh, I love it. So beautiful. And what is a typical day like in the life of Amanda?
A typical day? When I'm not working, I'm usually resting, and that usually means lots of naps.
Yeah.
And for a day like with a show, I usually get up and I have breakfast. Mm-hmm. And I have my coffee, and then I listen to great music, and I get to do my hair and makeup like I'm a movie star, and dress in great clothes and make music and perform music for people.
Yes! So when you say you listen to great music, can you talk to me about some of the music you've been listening to the past month? Like what you love right now?
The past month, it's funny, I've been listening to a lot of Michael Jackson. I found a radio station on Apple Music. It's called 80s on 80s, I think.
Uh-huh.
And it's all of his music from the 80s, and then a lot of other 80s hits. Like I love Wham! And like
yes. Yeah. Yes.
Oh George Michael. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, obsessed with George Michael. And then George Michael, when he went solo, he had like all disco funk stuff going on.
Oh my God, yeah.
Love, 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 love George Michael.
Yes, agree. And Christmas too. My favorite Christmas song is from him too. So.
Oh yes. Ari wants to know, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh hey Ari. I see myself fulfilling all of the dreams that I have on my dream board right now. Mm-hmm. I'm working very hard to manifest the success that I strive for outside of the success that everyone talks about. Yep. I aspire to also have that in a platform where I can help people and spread my peace, love, and positivity around the world.
Yes, so beautiful. So, do you have any final words for the room, Amanda?
Eat your vegetables. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate you all for sitting and listening to us talk about me. It's very exciting. Thank you for being here. And also thank you to everyone that has been streaming my music. It means so much, like, especially as an indie artist. I don't have like labels that are pushing all of this out. It's literally just me and my like small group of people on my team. So I appreciate you all so much. And I appreciate you, Ashley. Thank you so much for having me on here. This has been wonderful.
Amanda, thank you so much. I told you earlier, once I heard you sing, I was like, Amanda needs to come on the show. Like,
oh, thank you.
So genuine, beautiful, soulful, funky, and like that's what I look for when I want to talk to artists, because I'm like, more people need to know who you are, Amanda. Like, we need to tell everybody that we know, like everybody that's in here, like get them onto Amanda. Like, stream the music, buy the music. The EP's coming out later. If you're in the Atlanta area, go see Amanda in concert and go like tell her how amazing her music is. It's honestly, I wish I was in Atlanta. I'd come out and see you.
Thank you. One day. Where do you live again?
New York City.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'll be in New York soon. No worries.
Let me know when you're, because honestly, I've never been to Atlanta, and that's I do want to go to. So, you know what? When traveling kind of gets to be a thing again, I travel. I always go like for a music thing. So I would plan a trip around a performance of yours, probably.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Atlanta's amazing. The Atlanta music scene is amazing and has so many amazing artists too that, yeah.
Definitely. So guys, if you don't already, please make sure to follow Amanda. Her debut single, What I Like, is out on all streaming platforms. Music video drops tomorrow. And guys, if you don't already, please make sure to follow me. I'm Ashley Live. This is Vibe with Ashley Live. Give us both a follow. Be kind, be nice, spread love, stay safe, and we'll see you next time, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.